have the Eagle staff come in, followed by the American flag. Our traditional dancers come in first, followed by what we call the men's fancy, the men's grass, men's fancy, women's traditional, women's jingle, and women's fancy. As we come in the circle, you will notice that we bring all of our children in with us. This is the grand entry.
Okay.
Alrighty, well that works for us too. Okay, our first dance is what we call the men's traditional. This is an older form of dancing. It was through the style of dance that songs and stories were told about maybe going out on a first hunt, getting a first buffalo kill, going out stealing and counting cool, stealing horses, counting cool on our enemies. The men's traditional, you'll see that we have the Lakota go counterclockwise. It's reflective of our societies a long time ago that protected the women and the children in the center. And you will see that Ian, who is Northern Arapaho, Ian Wolf Arrow. Ian, raise your hand. Okay, all right, I'm a teacher, so that's why I don't raise it. Okay, Ian is Northern Arapaho from Eastern Wyoming, and you will see that he will be going clockwise. Over here in the yellow, this is my husband, Pat Ironclad, wearing the war bonnet, and he is Ogallala Lakota from Pine Ridge, South Dakota. We might need batteries for this one too. Okay, over on the south side, we have Jimmy Wayne Peters, Ogallala Lakota from Denver, Colorado. This is a very dignified form of dancing. It's also a very beautiful dance. This is the men's traditional. All right, very much.
Mic check 1 2 3 4. Mic check 1 2 3 4. Yeah, I think it's just the mic kind of going out. It's not the batteries. Can you hear me pretty good? I get a yeah. All right, good enough. Here we go.
Okay, our next dance is the young piece traditional. This is also an older form of dancing. A long time ago, we would stand on the side as the warriors came in. There are different ways of dancing the women's traditional. From the northwest coast, they go counterclockwise. Our walk around with our northern and the Lakota stationary. My granddaughter here, Chloe Washdewi, will be dancing Lakota, the Lakota stationary style. She is Northern Arapaho, Ogallala Lakota, Shoban, Paiute, and Colville from USA2 Wyoming. My little sister here in the blue ribbon dress, she is Northern Arapaho from USA2 Wyoming. She teaches the Arapaho language at Wyoming Indian Elementary School. We have also in the blue silk, this is my niece, Alvania McElroy, Northern Arapaho, works as a compliance officer for the Northern Arapaho Gaming. On this side over here in the light green silk, this is my daughter-in-law, Randy Jo Ironcloud, who has worked for the Wind River Tribal College. She's Northern Arapaho, Shoban, Paiute, and Colville. This is the women's traditional. It's a very dignified, graceful way of dancing.
You're welcome. You okay?
Is what we call the men's grass. The men's grass is also known as a healing dance. This came from a young man who was handicapped, a little boy, and he couldn't run and play with the others. And sometimes, you know, children, we make fun of each other without meaning to do so. One day he went out and was crying, and the spirits came to him and asked him why he was crying. He explained why, and he was given this style of dance to bring back to the people as a blessing. When you dance this style, they told him you will not notice no one will notice that you're handicapped. And it's a beautiful style of dancing. Many committees across Indian country use these dancers to bless the grounds before they begin their festivities. We have over here on the east side in the orange, this is my nephew, my grandson, Jimmy Peters Jr. from Ogallala, Lakota, from Denver, Colorado. On the south side here, another grandson, this is Cato Bell. He is Crow Creek, Dakota, from Beaver Creek, Riverton, Wyoming. And over here on this east side, west side, we have my nephew, Taylor Hermany Horses, who is Ogallala, Lakota, Shikanju, Lakota, from ECT, Wyoming. And he also works at Indian School as our in-school suspension officer. So ladies and gentlemen, I always like to do a brief intro of all of our dancers because, we're just everyday people coming here to share with you, give you a cultural sharing of who we are as Powa people. But we're also just regular everyday people too as well. This is the men's class.
Mic check 1, 2, 3, 4. Check 1, 2.
I don't think so. I doubt it.
Check. Give it up for my boy. Yeah, you go.
This is a very beautiful dance. This is what we call the young women's jingle dress dance.